live!
And we are live. We're never live.
No, we're never live, but we will be one day. Maybe.
One day. Yeah. We thought about it. We tried it. It didn't work.
No, it didn't look nice.
No, it didn't look nice at all.
Didn't look nice.
No.
But I just realised then the reason it took me a second then and I fucked up the first time is because I tried to push the button into the camera. No. But it goes into the camera the other way.
It goes in the other way.
That's
and then,
right.
Yeah. You don't want to move it too much because then you'll... Welcome to another episode of Choose Company 3's podcast.
Emanating from gorgeous Shortland.
Absolutely gorgeous.
My goodness.
You would move here from the Sunshine Coast, honestly.
Oh, man. If you lost everything in your life and you had to start from scratch.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's when you would pick Shortland anyway.
But anyway, we must be returning to our place in creation because it's time for TCTP. How many grams are in an ounce? Nah, come on, man. Some straight like you, giant stick up his ass. Like, what? Fuck it, man. I just butchered that completely. Okay. Anyway, it was a Breaking Bad quote, but I don't even want to, acknowledge it. But anyway.
Okay, you were trying to twist my arm then because you know that I wasn't going to get it.
Exactly, of course. I like that you never get them.
And you fucked it up anyway.
I know, yeah.
Boo you.
Oh, okay. I apologise. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Two's Company 3's a podcast. My name is Dylan, along with my co-host
Mitchell.
Yes. This is a podcast where we talk about movies sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah, and gaming stuff.
And TV sometimes.
Yeah. Well, this episode is absolutely chock full of all these latest and greatest things.
Oh yeah,
that have hit the internet. That have hit the internet around the world lately. Now, the thing that came out across the internet, which has fired everybody up, which is only as of today.
What?
There's been a really weird leak amongst Hollywood.
I know, and it's a strange one. I really can't explain it.
Yeah. There, like many different news articles and websites like that are reporting on this, saying, "Oh my god, it's legit," and others are going, "We don't believe this," and others are going, "Oh, we're not really sure, but we'll take what we can get." There's been a Sonic movie design leak,
and it's on the strangest source, the most random source.
Yeah. Now, this is the kind of source that you would find, like if you're in primary school. In Australia, it's called primary school. In America, I'm pretty sure it's called elementary school.
Elementary school, yeah.
It ages 13 and under, basically.
Yes.
Where someone says, "Oh, I know something that happened because my dad works there."
Yeah.
It's that kind of conversation. So you can Google this listening at home, that Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously a movie which was supposed to come out, I think, in September this year?
Yeah, it was supposed to be late this year.
Yeah, but obviously, to recap, I mean, we've done this a million times, so go back and listen if you really want to. But the world hated it, so they've gone back to the drawing board to redesign Sonic. Mm-hmm. The images that have leaked on some random dude's Twitter page, of all things.
Yeah.
He looks pretty good.
I know, it looks like they actually got it right.
This time.
But it's not the most reliable source, let's be honest, because the Twitter page, as you noticed, and I've got it here open and you've got it on the screen.
Yeah.
It's a random dude, shirtless, holding a dumbbell, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And that's his profile pic.
Yeah.
And if it's at best in the galaxy if you want to check it out yourself.
If you want to go follow this guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how this got popular, because if we would post something like this, an ant wouldn't even notice it.
No, that's right. It has to be those people who crawl through the hashtags and just the most recent post. Somebody's seen it and gone, "Is this legit?" And then somebody else, and then bam. Yeah. That's how I take it. How do we do that? Because we're trying to do that. We want to go viral. We've got news on the Doolittle movie.
Absolutely.
Last week, we broke it, basically.
We
and
broke
then
that
next
news.
minute, come out 2 days ago, trailer for Doolittle. Come on.
Absolutely, yes.
Man,
and we'll certainly talk about that a little bit in a moment.
So if you want to stay up to date with the latest news, follow TCTP on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Absolutely. You can also listen to us on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout. Anyway.
Speaking of big dicks. Sorry.
But just back to the whole Sonic thing for a second. The first comment that was on the retweets and lists of things like that on this post of Sonic, well, the most popular one at least says, "Source?" ? So somebody questioned where this image came from. The response goes back to what I mentioned a moment ago. The response is a friend in Paramount Studios.
Yeah, just that bluntly. No winky emoji, nothing cheeky. Just a friend in Paramount Studios. So this dude posted this with the caption, and it's just a semicolon. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, so he didn't...
No, that's his name. That's like his, profile name.
Oh, it is too. Oh, okay, so he posted it with no caption.
No.
And, yeah, So he's not like doing this tongue in cheek, like, oh, I'm cheeky. It's kind of almost sneaky where you half kind of believe it.
Yeah.
But I will say, it does look legit.
It does look legit. So it makes me think this guy is a terrible friend to the person in Paramount who was like, hey, look at this. Like, I'm going to show my good friend what this looks like. And the good friend was like, I'm just going to post this on my Twitter.
Yeah, something like that, exactly. But if you notice, 2 comments down further, that guy's mum is the CEO of Nintendo.
Absolutely.
Did you see that?
And then this guy's nephew works for GameCube.
Oh my gosh. God. Oh, and that dude's uncle works at Sony Interactive Entertainment. Matt Booty.
So anyway, go check it. Just go into Google and search, Sonic.
Just Sonic Leak.
Sonic Leak or redesign. Have a look. See what you think for yourself. I think it looks pretty good, and it looks kind of legit, but Photoshop is magic these days. It could have been some random person who's photoshopped over the top of the original, design, and then it's gone viral.
After they originally fucked it up and they said that they were going to fix it, within a day or two, somebody had created a fan image of it, just replacing him on the poster, and it looked fucking great.
Did you see I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the podcast once before, but did you see the fan-edited trailer where somebody animated an actual Sonic over the top of it? There's some parts where the animation looks a bit dodgy. It's simply it's some dude in his house. But, because it really showed, the represented Sonic in his true form in the same context of the trailer, it looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So everyone's Hollywood spends billions of dollars.
It's crazy what a kid can do in his basement. That's basically all it comes down to. But that's technology these days, man. Yeah, almost anybody has access to that kind of thing now.
Almost anybody could be a podcaster.
I mean, well, we try. For example, with animation, have you seen the stickers available over at tpublic.com?
Oh my God.
Faces? I believe they were made right here in Shortland.
I believe that was done over a weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You nearly made me say it again.
I know, exactly. Anyway, speaking of my goshes.
The
next bit of news that you chucked in the notes here.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski are teaming up for a film called Imaginary Friends.
Yes.
And it sounds awesome.
Have you read the description? Or at least what the world is speculating this movie to be? Have you read that?
Well, I was going to open up to some banter first before I divulge.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, about a man who can talk to imaginary people and befriends those who've been forgotten.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds really cool. Now, I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of not like a buddy cop movie, but like a buddy ghost movie with a lot of comedy, but there'll also be some heartfelt moments.
I feel like this could be a much better ghost town. Ricky Gervais and Greg Kinnear. You remember that movie?
Oh,
exactly.
No, I remember the poster.
One. Yes, no, exactly.
I haven't seen the movie.
Him sitting on the park bench with ghosts floating around.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I feel like this is leaning down towards that, just with a much better distribution, a better cast list, and probably a better story, honestly.
Yeah,
sorry,
probably.
Ricky Gervais. I know you're listening, but...
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
This is his favourite podcast.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
According to who?
But, Ryan Reynolds is obviously... he's been popular and he's been on the cinema train for years.
Of course.
For decades.
Yes.
But he's only getting better. But now I think he's almost had a career boost. After Deadpool and things like that, where he's really shown Hollywood, just give this guy free reign to do what he wants.
Pretty much, yeah.
He was in another trailer of a movie that we talked about last week, 6 Underground or Underground 6, whatever it's called. So he's, obviously...
He's a busy guy, man.
That's what I mean, and so is John Krasinski. Now, I think I haven't watched the TV show Jack Ryan that he's in on Amazon at the moment.
No, neither have I. Guilty.
But he has done a few cinematic, entrances like we have seen with A Quiet Place. And
I was going to say,
guy's got chops.
I feel like you just said with Reynolds with Deadpool, I feel like Krasinski, A Quiet Place, him having the chance to write, direct, and star in A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I feel like that's made people go, okay.
Isn't it funny how people are given free reign to be creative and it's somehow successful?
I know, it's crazy.
Hollywood producers, maybe you should try that more often.
Exactly. Or employ the guys who are creative.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Podcast. What?
Yeah,
that was a YouTube joke.
Anyway, it was.
No, but this sounds fantastic, man.
Yeah,
I am all on board for this. Absolutely.
I have a feeling it's going to, as I said before, it's going to pull on a few heartstrings, but it's also going to be hilarious because I'd imagine a team up between them two. I'm a huge fan of serious John Krasinski, and Ryan Reynolds can pull it off. Have you seen? Is it a movie called Buried or Buried Alive?
I'm sure I've mentioned for you to watch that.
No, I have seen it several times.
Have seen it?
Yes.
Buried, yes. 2014, yes. Ryan Reynolds. Fantastic.
Yeah, it stars him and
in
it's
a coffin.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that honestly, to me, that was his breakthrough role because I saw that. Oh man, it mustn't have been 2014. It might have been a bit earlier, but either way, I saw that and went, "Damn, he's actually got chops."
Yeah, he's not just a dumb comedy actor.
About a few years later, that's when he became a main guy.
Yeah,
yeah. So no, Ryan Reynolds has acting chops. We know John Krasinski does. Man, this is a great combination.
Absolutely.
And I'm just going to take a stab. So, like, do we know at all, or did you read at all who's playing the real person and who's no? I'm going to take a stab and say John Krasinski's real.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And say Ryan Reynolds is like the goofy kind of ghost and that, but leads him down a moral story kind of thing.
I believe you, and I think that may be the case. But when you think about it, the kind of acting that they're both capable of, it could go either way.
Exactly. You know, if Ryan Reynolds was the alive guy and John Krasinski was like the lesser toned down version of a funny ghost kind of thing. Either way, man, no. This is one that I'm definitely looking forward to. Did it have a date at all?
No, it didn't have a date. It was literally just posted today all over the internet. So it's only very fresh news of the
hot off the press.
Oh,
that burns.
Absolutely. My fingertips are on fire.
Dylan, could you warn me next time so I can get an oven mitt?
Ooh, an oven mitt. Anyway.
Oven mitt, you say?
Speaking of oven mitts.
Ooh.
I was about to say, speaking of cooking, and stuff like that, like jokes about ovens.
Yeah.
And then the next topic was about a black guy playing a black guy doing stuff, So I was like, I'm going to steer away from that, but then explained exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm going to butcher this name completely, but I'm just going to say Black Manta.
Oh, okay. That's a little racist, Dylan.
I didn't choose it. Anyway.
I didn't choose the character name.
Yahya Abdul Mateen II, the second.
Yeah.
He was the guy who played Black Manta in Aquaman. He was also in an episode of Black Mirror alongside Anthony Mackie in that video game episode that I was talking about a little while ago.
That's right.
He's an amazing actor and he's done some amazing things, but he's rumored to be like the lead star in The Matrix 4, this prequel, sequel, whatever it's going to be.
Maybe not the lead star, but he's rumored to be. Well,
he has a leading role.
Exactly.
So whether he's like the main protagonist, antagonist, whatever it could be, we don't really know.
It's not just him, and I'm going to butcher this name, but also Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, Doogie Howser.
Yeah, exactly. He has been cast in The Matrix 4 as well.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
That is very exciting because they're both very talented actors. And Neil Patrick Harris has had another strange career because he's done a lot and people mostly know him for his comedy.
Yes.
But I know him more for his more serious roles, like dramatic roles. The first movie I ever saw him in was the first MA-rated movie I ever watched, and that was Starship Troopers.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were you expecting me to say?
I was expecting Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
No, I love that movie, and he's great in that movie.
I was going to say that's probably one of the best actors playing themselves roles that I've seen.
It's funny you say that. He plays himself, but he plays the straightest man on earth.
No, but have you seen Harold and Kumar escape Guantanamo Bay?
Yes, once.
Yeah. He's playing the same thing, but they fully play up the... I just do the gay thing to get chicks.
That is right.
Exactly.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Yes, so I do remember that now. So he does play himself,
and he just has such an amazing sense of humor about himself to be able to like have his lifestyle, which is all public everywhere, and everyone's known he's been with his husband for years.
That's what makes that funnier because that's not offensive comedy.
Have you seen the third one, Harold and Kumar, the White Christmas or something? I think
it's just Christmas or White Christmas.
Yeah, have you seen it?
No.
That's fair enough. But they do it again. Bring his husband in. They
close
close the door, and he's like, God, I'm fucking sick of your face. Can you not kiss me like that? Like, it's great.
When you say that, I think I may have watched it somewhere.
I will say one thing, and you will know whether you've seen it.
Okay.
Danny Trejo ejaculating on a Christmas tree.
Okay, no, I may have seen the Neil Patrick Harris and husband part.
Yeah.
And that's where that memory came from. But no, I haven't seen the whole movie, obviously.
Yeah,
I really liked 1 and 2, so I'm going to have to go back and watch number 3.
I just wanted to say to the TCT pack, you have not lived until you have seen Danny Trejo ejaculate in 3D on a Christmas tree. It's actually in the movie.
That's right, because it was a whole 3D Christmas or some shit.
It was right at the end of that phase of the 3D cinema.
Yeah, thanks, James Cameron. It's not coming back.
Speaking of, there is a film in YASSS Pass this week that is in 3D.
Is it?
At select theatres. Yes.
I'm interested. Okay, I'm actually not, because I won't see it in 3D.
God, no, not a chance. I'm not paying extra for that.
No. I mean, I've probably got like how many pairs of like 3D glasses stashed away, which I never bring with me.
Unless they're the red or blue ones, I don't care.
Yeah, the red or blue were
the
classic.
ones from the magazines. Yeah.
I remember
K-Zone magazine, man.
K-Zone. Shout out to K-Zone.
K-Zone magazine. What are you? They're still around. I swear to God. I swear, if you go to a newsagent and dig around, I swear they're still there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Do people still? I
Kids
reckon
must still.
No. I reckon their biggest market is our demographic because they still collect because it's all about Fortnite and things like that nowadays, you know. So those things are relevant to our generation.
I think I might just subscribe to K-Zone if they're talking about Fortnite.
Don't worry about TCTP. You subscribe to K-Zone.
Speaking of Fortnite, coming up later.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But that's very interesting news regarding the Matrix that we barely talked about. But you know, Neil Patrick Harris is great. The other guy who played Black Manta is
I'll have a go. Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
The second. Absolutely. You've done well.
No, but I will say, even with this casting news, it doesn't need to happen. It still doesn't need to happen.
It doesn't. Absolutely not.
We're gonna say it each time there's a new cast member added. No. It just doesn't need to happen.
No.
But speaking of things that I was about to say does need... Wait, that is right.
Do's.
Yeah. Speaking of things that do's need to happen, we have a new Catwoman.
We do.
And now, I am exceptionally excited.
Exceptionally excited. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm kind of excited because
really,
well, as I said, after Joker, and you know, Birds of Prey, something Harley Quinn, whatever. You know, I think
the emancipation of the fabulous Harley Quinn.
Of one Harley Quinn. Anyway,
that shows how much we care.
Yeah, right. I'm looking forward to The Batman. It's got an amazing director. The cast is great so far. Pats, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this, but right now I'm a bit kind of standoffish simply because you know, there's been so much of it, and I love superhero movies. You know that. We all know this. Of course. I think, I mean, maybe give this movie another year and a half to come out, and then I'll be excited for it again. Simply because I'm hoping, I'm wanting more out of this. But Zoe Kravitz, daughter of one Lenny Kravitz.
Are you gonna go my way? Hear how white I sounded?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So Zoe Kravitz has been cast to play Selena Kyle Catwoman. So this, I remember Catwoman, the first cinematic modern live action Catwoman was Batman Returns, Michael Keaton days. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was great, but she didn't... Yeah. I can't remember if she played the character of Selena Kyle. I believe her name was different.
Okay.
I can't think of that. Anyway, they're casting her as Selena Kyle, who we know as a cat burglar, so she'll be a thief in this. So
is that the character Anne Hathaway played?
Yes.
Okay, so it is Selena Kyle.
Yes, Selena Kyle.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. And, you know... It's weird to see where they're going with this movie because it's supposed to be like a tech noir kind of detective movie, and it's going to have a rogues gallery of villains.
A la Sin City?
Yeah. Oh, not that dark.
No,
but, you know, along
that dark. Robert Rodriguez, get on it.
That is very dark, yeah. But will she play a villain, or will she play, you know, the kind of half villain, does shit to get by, but becomes friends with Batman,
lone wolf, but still kind of lends a hand when needed, for the right purpose.
Which one are we going to get out of this? Now, she's been in a lot of great movies. You know, I couldn't name any before the show, but you did, and it turns out I've seen her in a lot of things.
No, I was going to say there was Mad Max Fury Road, I believe, yes, and then Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. She played Mary Jane,
which is
the one that has me most. There was also Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, and the first one. Hey, stop it!
First one was great.
Yes, well, she was in that as well. Okay, but also the one that had me most excited was the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah,
where she voiced Catwoman.
Really?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, the Lego Batman movie. Unfortunately, is the best Batman movie we've gotten so far.
We're counting on our Pats.
No, we're counting on you to top Lego Batman because that movie was just, as I said, unfortunately, undeservingly amazing.
Yeah,
and the fact that this was produced by Warner Brothers, and they put shit on their own Batman franchise throughout the movie. That's amazing.
That's fantastic. At least they know.
Yeah.
They're in on the joke now.
Now, if they're going to be casting her to play Catwoman in a live-action Batman as well as Lego Batman, you know who I would want Jonah Hill to be now?
Oh God,
Green Lantern.
Oh my God,
Channing Tatum. I'm pretty sure he was Superman.
Yeah.
So just bring the live action cast of the Lego Batman into this Batman. Could you imagine if
they
I'll be happy.
They have this dead serious The Batman with R-Pats. They have Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and then just out of nowhere, one random scene. It's like, "Hi guys, it's Green Lantern here. Have you seen Superman? He hasn't been returning my calls." Oh God, it's that guy. Like, oh man, I would absolutely die. But that would just ruin the movie completely.
It would, but it would also be amazing. I'd be sitting in the cinema going like, yes! Oh.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because we'd probably be enjoying it at that stage if we've gone that far, you know?
Yeah.
But you said give it a bit of time to breathe. The Batman still isn't due out for June 25th, 2021.
Yeah, so not for a while.
There's still a little bit of time there to let these Harley Quinn movies settle us down.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did we have a release date for that Harley Quinn movie? Did we talk about that last week?
The Emancipation of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the Emancipation
that's
of
coming out in February.
Okay, so we'll have a bit of time. But
so that's coming out in February. I'll quickly look up The Suicide Squad as well, because I don't really want to deal with that much Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn in the next 12 months, you know?
Speaking of that, that's actually one bit of news I removed from our news list before because I thought we might have too much, but it turns out, no, we're on track.
We're doing good.
Did you see
We're doing great.
Absolutely.
Make sure to click subscribe and like on everything you see.
Yes.
TCTP, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
YouTube. Big Summer Blowout. We both went deep that time.
I know. It's the R-Pats mood. And I'm so excited to hear his voice.
I know. It's going to be great. He's going to be great as Batman.
Can you imagine that first trailer where he talks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm just...
I'm interested... All right, back on this for a second. I'm interested to see whether this Robert Pattinson Batman will turn up at all in The Suicide Squad. I don't think he will.
I hope not.
I hope not too. I hope it is disconnected like Warner Brothers has been doing recently. But... Please. You know, Michael Keaton's Batman, dressed as Batman, he spoke like Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
And so did all the others.
Yes.
Then we got Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah.
It was like this in here. Where is it?
I'm Bruce Wayne.
Where's the trigger?
Exactly. You know? I'm a clever guy.
Where's the trigger? Which was cool. It was intimidating, sorry. Yeah. And then you had Ben Affleck, whose Batman did a similar thing, but it was a voice modulator, so it just made his voice deeper. But he didn't have to hurt his voice at the same time. Yeah. Will this Batman do any of those things, or will he just speak fucking normally?
I want R-Pats. If he has any creative control over this, just do what feels right.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got your writer and director there helping you along the way, James. What? Sorry, I was thinking of The Suicide Squad. My apologies. Yep. But you've got your writer and director there. You've got your producers there. They'll obviously point him in the way that they think it should go.
Yeah.
But as long as it feels comfortable to him.
Yeah.
I don't want him to force things.
I don't want him to phone this in. Yeah. I want this to be one of the best acting gigs he's ever had.
Exactly. I want this to be his version, not trying to replicate.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that he beefs up a hell of a lot. I hope he makes a great Bruce Wayne because the guy can clean up. We know he can clean up and shave. Like, he can manscape and he can look like a billionaire.
Oh, and... he already does.
That's what I mean. Come on. You know, like he's cast.
Get rid of Edward Cullen. Forget that ever existed out of his lifestyle.
Yeah, that's right.
This dude scrubs up. He looks all right, and and honestly, despite what a previous cast member thought, he has the jawline.
Yes,
you put that mask over that face. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm all on board for that.
Absolutely. But speaking of the Suicide Squad,
yes,
where were you going just then?
You were going somewhere with that.
Okay.
Yes, but no, I will. Sorry, I will quickly. I did just find out. I mentioned 25th of June, 2021 for The Batman.
Okay, so plenty of time. So a year and a half.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 years.
6th of August, 2021, The Suicide Squad.
Right. So they're very close together.
A month and a half apart.
Okay.
I don't like that.
So
I don't like that. I want them to pull that apart. I want the Batman to come later because I know the Suicide Squad, as much as I love James Gunn, it will probably be worse.
Well, I don't think it'll...
I know.
I mean, looking at it comparatively, I think it will be worse in the sense that it's not going to be as...
It's not a big draw to me.
Like something like Joker, for example, which was completely different. But this is where I was going with the Suicide Squad. There's been a leak of like cast photos.
Yes, you mentioned that. Sorry.
Yeah, where there's photos of like the cast, like Nathan Fillion, what's his name, the Jai Courtney.
Yeah,
you've got Pete Davidson, whatever his name is.
How do they look?
They look silly.
Oh, really?
No, but have you seen Kick-Ass?
Of course I have.
The costumes kind of look like that. But I think, obviously in post-production, I think the silliness is definitely what James Gunn is going for.
Yeah,
and I think this movie will work.
Okay.
But if you give it a quick Google while listening at home or watching on YouTube, if we put this up, you'll be able to see that, like, you know, the characters, they look fine. The costumes look a bit ridiculous, but I think that works in this kind of setting.
Okay.
In the first Suicide Squad, I think there was some elements where they tried to draw too much from the comics, but they also tried to give it a realistic kind of look to it.
Yeah.
This, I think they're going full comic book, silly, plasticky kind of costumes. You see what I mean?
That is very silly.
Yes.
Very silly, but man, like you just set it up with the Kick-Ass references and that James Gunn-esque style.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's got that Flash Gordon.
Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang still basically looks the same, but that's a basic bitch.
He's a bit cleaner too, I think.
Exactly.
You know, like,
no, he looked like he had dirt over his face and just looked gritty in that, but he looks nice. But yeah, Pete Davidson over there wearing, man, that's weird seeing him in a jacket that big when he's like a little dude.
He's a tiny guy, but he plays like a military dude in this.
Who is it that's playing Javelin?
Javelin. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, because their outfit is like that bright yellow and blue.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't think of the actor's name, but
no, yeah, Nathan Fillion as well. I don't know. I know they're like, you know, obviously not shooting at that moment, so they're having a laugh.
Yeah.
But it does look a little bit silly, but man, that kind of has me more interested.
Yeah. Now, what I've heard recently about the Suicide Squad, because I haven't read any of the comics. I only like, as we've all established, if you're tuning in now for the first time, welcome to TCTP, Two's Company, Three's a Podcast. I haven't really read any of the comic books. You know, I've read a few here and there, but I'm more of a comic book movie fan.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about these things. The Suicide Squad comics, essentially, they're all supposed to be disposable.
Okay.
In the first Suicide Squad, only one of them died, and that was Slipknot.
Oh, really?
The expectation in this movie is that they're gradually going to die in hilarious ways.
I'm okay with that.
Because they're called the Suicide Squad. So people are speculating that is it Pete Davidson? Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Davidson?
Pete Davidson.
Davidson.
Yeah.
They're speculating, you know, fair enough, he's in it, and he may have a little bit of star power, but he may die within like the first 10 minutes.
I'm okay with
that. You know, Nathan Fillion's character, if he's very brief in a lot of things, so he may die in 15, 20 minutes.
As much as we petitioned a few weeks ago in one of our previous episodes for him to have a lot of screen time, it's probably going to happen, man. It's probably going to happen. They could have just been shooting the very first scene then that we just saw that leaked photo for.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's going to follow along the lines of that kind of story where they are going to get picked off in hilarious ways. I think it'll be more of a comedy. I think the comedy will flow. It's definitely not going to be as cosmic as things like Guardians, but
no, of course. But as we've seen James Gunn's touch on Guardians with that comedic element still tied in with the serious story, it flows nicely.
Yeah,
I trust him completely.
Absolutely,
James Gunn is a fantastic writer director, and I fully endorse that he's in control of this project.
Yeah, and those costumes, as silly as they look, I think they work perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Cool.
All right, is it time for some gaming news?
Let's talk about some gaming news.
Let's talk about games, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about games, baby. All
the good things, all the bad things that gaming has, I guess. I don't know.
Let's talk about games a little bit.
Let's talk about games.
Man, we are not improv specialists.
No, not at all. Anyway, over the weekend in Australia, there's such a thing called PAX. Have you heard of that?
I have not.
Okay, so PAX is a massive electronic gaming convention which happens every year, but it's like the biggest one in Australia, and it happened over the last weekend from October 11 to 13 in Melbourne. So
Melbourne.
I didn't get to go to
the American listeners.
Melbourne. Anyway,
Jesus,
it's pronounced Melbourne, and bring a jacket because it may be summer, but it may also get cold.
Yeah, that's right. Australia.
Yeah. But there's not a lot of news that actually came out of PAX this year. So it's usually the kind of thing that announces new projects and whatever else where, you know, people get their first hands-on experience with AAA titles. Things
kind of like a very scaled-down version of E3.
Well, yes.
I mean, scaled down because it's the Australian market. It's not...
That's right. Yeah. I think this thing does travel around the world, but it's pretty massive in Australia. Anyway, they had like the guys from Bethesda here with Doom Eternal. Nice. There was a lot of like AAA games and a lot of like, you know, I think the biggest news out of this particular thing came from like indie developers. There's a million new indie games that are coming out, and everybody who got to go there got to experience them firsthand, which is very cool.
That is really cool.
So that's what this kind of thing does. There's a lot of like tournaments, there's panels, there's exhibitions where people get handheld.
I'm sure they get some special guests in as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean by panels, so developers get to go there and people get to meet and, interview them, whatever else. There's VR, console, handheld gaming, so it's a massive thing.
Yep.
That happened.
Yeah, no. If there's any of those indie developers or anything like that out there listening right now, feel free to hook us up with something and we will happily review your products.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of products that I was happy to review in November, but now I can't.
Oh, no.
I know.
The most heartbreaking news of the week.
Yes.
It came out not long after our latest episode dropped.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal has been delayed until March 2020.
Yeah.
Pour some out for a brother. Actually, no, that's hot coffee. I don't want to do that. But Doom Eternal has been delayed until March 2020. But Doom 64 has been announced on all platforms as a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, that's a pretty good way to soften the blow.
Yeah, now for me, that's amazing. For everybody else, who, unless they're people like me,
of course.
got no fucking idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, Doom Eternal was supposed to come out November 23 or 22, one of the two.
It doesn't matter now.
Anyway.
Wasn't it coming out Taylor's birthday?
No, the day before.
So? Which
23.
Day? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Hold on. 23 on 4. 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
We got there in the end.
Absolutely.
Man, professional.
Yeah. But, so that's been delayed and, the Doom community kicked up a stink. And they're going, but at the same time, because they were like, it's only a month away because it's October, obviously. But at the same time, if it's not finished, let them have the time because so many publishers these days, they
just rush it out and then they're like, we'll fix it later with an update or something.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Obviously, this has been delayed for another few months, and that's cool. And it doesn't really bother me as much. It gives me more time to pay off my pre-order, which I'm really excited about.
There you go, good.
But the good thing, as I said, Doom 64, which for me started it all.
Yeah.
That's obviously had that's been announced to be re-released on PC recently.
Yeah.
But now it's been announced for PS4 and Xbox One as well.
That's awesome.
Which is, as I said, it's going to be lumped in with Doom Eternal.
That's one of your favorite things in the gaming community and your love for games is getting these re-releases of the games that started it all.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
But I also wanted to, I know this was upsetting for you. I mean, the Doom 64 softened the blow, but I also,
we've got some exciting news from
what?
Yeah, what were you going to say? I thought you were leading into that big
No. I wanted to just continue to soften the blow and make you feel a little bit better. So,
okay.
It came, motherfucker!
Fuck!
It came, motherfucker!
It arrived!
Yeah!
Holy
shit. I actually kept a secret and a surprise for you, and you reacted brilliantly.
Holy fuck! That's a few days early.
Oh yeah, it is, boy. I got the estimated delivery time and almost sent it to you, and I was like, no, hold up, I might get this by the time we record. Bam! Today in the mailbox after work, man. Oh boy,
man,
that is all yours.
Fucking hell!
Should we tell the lovely people what I'm doing?
Yes,
anyway,
I'm going to put this up on Facebook and Instagram.
Absolutely, at Tony Giglio, mate. You see that reaction? That is a Doom fan reaction there. We're going to sit down and watch this bad boy because we waited 2.5 weeks for postage from the release date for this.
The rest of the world has seen Doom Annihilation, and I've been waiting. Stinging to watch the physical copy because it's been released on digital download and things like that, like
and
iTunes.
Thank you for resisting that temptation, knowing that I ordered this for you.
I had a few rough days at work, and I got so close to being like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to watch it." But I held out because only that, I want to watch it with you as well.
Exactly. But TCTP DTBR
does the Blu-ray. Absolutely. Yeah. There you go. But every time I see a post about this on Facebook and Instagram. There's always new clips of certain parts of the movie, and I'm just moving past. I saw an IGN Facebook post today, and it was like Doom Annihilation, blah 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 blah, and there was a clip of the monsters. It's like no, keep going. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I've heard good and bad.
Of course.
I don't care.
No, that's right, because now you get to see it in Blu-ray on your big screen.
Absolutely.
And look at that crisp packaging. I even saved it for you to rip open.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I thought that would be a nice little surprise for you, and I'm glad it turned out as good as it did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so hello, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube right now.
Absolutely. But I want to put up a special YouTube review.
Oh, absolutely.
Of our discussion of this movie.
We meant to do it for In the Tall Grass as well, which we still could. I mean, it's not that old yet, but we should do it for Fractured.
Yes.
Yeah, the most recent Sam Worthington movie on Netflix.
We can do it for all of them.
We can do it for all of them.
Absolutely.
And there's so many.
There are a lot of movies.
They're coming all the time.
So we did see In the Tall Grass, which I do have actually a lot to discuss.
No, I know. That one, I feel like there's a lot to pull apart with that one as well. In classic Stephen King. And Joe Hill as well, his son.
Yes, absolutely. So
and you can see those two minds going at it in that, and
absolutely.
And there is a lot of meat on that bone.
Don't take this reaction to In the Tall Grass as a negative, because there was some great moments.
Yeah. Oh, there's moments.
There are moments.
I'm not. It's not a negative reaction. It's not a positive reaction. It's a neutral reaction because we might save it for a video.
Tune into YouTube to listen to that one eventually.
YouTube.
Anyway.
But now that you've had your moment in the sun and been surprised by that wonderful gift, you're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm going to get into my biggest news of the week in the gaming realm. I know. You've got to put this on YouTube, man.
Yes, I do. Yeah. I will.
Anyway, I'm going to get into my biggest gaming news for the week, and that is Fortnite. Shock and awe.
Shock and awe. Fortnite blew up the internet and made mums mad everywhere.
No, made mums happy for maybe half a day until the kids got really pissy.
Yeah.
But anyway, just to sum it up for anybody who's been living under a freaking rock.
Bloody big rock last week.
So Fortnite was coming up to the end of Season 10, as it has been doing. I've been playing since Season 7, so I've seen a few of these season changes. There's a big event that happens live in-game, and then it carries on, and hey, here's the new update. Bam, new season of Fortnite, new battle pass, new items, new locations and things like that around the map and that kind of thing. So 5 a.m. Monday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, Fortnite event started.
Yep.
And in-game, everybody got kind of just pulled off the island watching in that. And the meteor that's been floating around all season that was from a previous season, all of a sudden went up into the sky.
Yep.
And then came crashing down into Loot Lake over the orb.
Yep.
Burst through, hit the, why am I forgetting its name now? Rift that has been there in Loot Lake since Season 9, I believe, hit there, opened up a massive black hole, sucked everything, including the map and every player that was in-game, into it, and it sat there for 48 hours as a black hole.
Now,
and that is all it was.
You can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe the way it was that, because I've watched the videos of people live streaming and recording that event. I didn't do it myself, obviously, but I did see it, and it was very intriguing. I missed my alarm. Did you set an alarm for it?
No, dude. We had a wedding the day before that event.
That is true.
We were a little dusty.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
No, there was no alarm getting set as much as I would have loved to have.
Speaking of weddings, shout out to Jono and Jen on their beautiful
congratulations. Wedding. Such a fucking fantastic day.
What an amazing day. So Jono and Jen, we've been friends with Jono for a very long time now.
You've been friends a little bit longer than me, but for me, it's been close to a decade.
Known each other since we were 13, and now he's married. He's all grown up.
Yes.
Our boy's growing up.
I know.
Oh, man.
I know. And still, shout out to Francesca for getting that sneaky picture of me wiping a tear. I'm a 6'4" guy covered in tattoos and piercings with blonde hair.
Yeah, but
I've got enough going agaginst me.
Our best mate got married. It's fine.
I know,
we don't have to shed a tear. So shout out to them.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations, and here's to the next decade.
50, 70, 80.
Yes.
But speaking of which, so it stayed as the black hole for as you said, 48 hours. So whenever you logged in, it was just that?
Well, the first time I logged in was about Monday afternoon Australian time, and I logged into the game. It loaded up as normal. X to press start. Okay, there's the Battle Royale creative save the world. And I was like, all right, Battle Royale, clicked on it and that. Came onto the menu. All of a sudden, the sidebar disappeared. And then down the bottom where it normally says, we're experiencing issues. Just be careful of this. A little alert down the bottom. It just said error, like that. And then my loading screen, it was doing that, started to glitch the whole screen. And then my page got sucked into the black hole.
That's so cool.
Yep. Oops. And then, oh no. But and then my page got sucked into the black hole, and that's all it was.
That's really cool.
I know. So they even had it so that if you came later and was like, I'll just see what all the fuss is about, you still got to experience that minute bit where you log in, you think it's all going well, and then it says error, and then it just sucks you into the black hole, and you're sitting there.
That's pretty cool.
Seriously. I know we've said it before, and I know there's so many people who would argue this, but Epic Games, what they do with Fortnite, and especially being an basically only online game and multiplayer game, man, they nail everything to a T.
And it's still free. I logged in this afternoon, but right before recording, before you arrived, just to load up and get the feel for it a little
have
bit.
Have it installed as well, like the latest update.
That's right. So I logged onto my computer, which I record on.
Yeah.
It's still not great on that, so I need to do it on the Xbox.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got to try out the new map. It didn't feel any different to me because I'm not overly experienced with it.
No, that's right.
But I got to go in and I got to watch the cinematic. Yeah. And, you know, I'd like to say this right now that we should, you know, I should put in more effort to play it a bit more often.
Well, it's
because my first game, I got 2 kills, and then I got beat because I was still trying to work it out.
I am going to slam the desk and risk damaging our products because that just pisses me off, man. I've played so many fucking hundreds of games of this, and I still struggle to get a kill.
Yeah, but I was on the PC though, so yeah. But if I go on the Xbox, I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm done. I'm, you know. But if I play it on the PC, where you've got a mouse to aim, makes things a little easier.
But I will say for anybody listening right now, twitch.tv/notverygood_TBH. I will be with this brand new, because it's not season 11.
No,
this is chapter 2.
Yeah,
that whole chapter 1, which I don't think anybody expected either. For them to just completely abandon everything they've done for the last 10 seasons. Yeah. Like, I didn't know they were going to start from scratch. We expected somewhat, maybe a new island or something like that to discover, but they've just literally gone, that is gone.
They've replaced the whole lot.
Exactly. Yeah. Fortnite Chapter 2, and I still haven't had the chance to play. So this Thursday, the 17th of October, I will be jumping live on Twitch probably about 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll post it on the Facebook page, but I am keen to get back into streaming. Absolutely. I haven't done it in a long time, and this is as good a reason as ever.
Absolutely.
But it's basically going to be a whole new game to me.
Sweet ass.
And it's okay that I'll be trash.
No, that's
I'll pretend that I'm starting again.
Well, the beauty of these days, you know, modern gaming and consoles and crossplay, let me know and I will play with you.
That's right. And you might even stream on twitch.tv/Doomatic93.
Absolutely. If I'm not too busy watching a new movie, which we talked about in the video previously.
No.
Oh,
really?
Anyway, it's a podcast. We really shouldn't do that.
We love you, Tony Clear. We love you, Tony Clear.
Anyway.
I forgot when you whisper, it cuts out a little bit.
It does, because we've got a noise gate. I don't want to reveal my podcasting secrets. Anyway, speaking of gaming and such, you know, we've got 2 more little bits of gaming news which happened within the last week. The first one I've got here is the PlayStation 5 next generation console.
Yes, and did you hear what they are going to name it?
Oh, man, you wouldn't believe it. The last thing you would expect.
Yeah, I know, but they went PlayStation. Then they had PlayStation 2. And then there was PS3, which I think stood for PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but what was the fourth one? You have to remind me.
PlayStation 4. Yes. Yeah. And then this one, which I think is coming out Christmas 2020.
Yeah, so next
year. Which is exciting.
Which is what, 12 and a half 13, 14 months away.
That's right. So come Christmas 2020, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to purchase yourself a PlayStation 5. Woo! Oh, PlayStation, Sony, you've done it again.
Absolutely. Now,
no, but in all seriousness, man, as a PlayStation man my whole life, fucking keen. First day, I'm going to get one because I've got time to save up.
He's got time between now and then.
Exactly.
Because this thing, you know, being the next gen, it's, you know, as they always are, they're usually a bit expensive upon release. The last few weren't so bad. The PS4 and Xboxes weren't so badly priced upon their releases. But the reason, you know, with this next generation coming out, because obviously I'm going to stick with Xbox, and you know, Taylor might get a PlayStation. We might get a PlayStation 5 for her. Yeah, as we do. We've kind of kept up with like those modern consoles, but
that's a promise. He said it, Taylor.
Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely, Christmas 2020, it's coming your way. If I still have a job by then, but
Hollywood calls.
What was I saying? In terms of the next gen, as much as I would be like, yes, I want this day one, I am going to wait.
Yeah, I get that, dude. Yeah. I completely get that. The only reason I'm ready to go day one is because I'm back into... Man, I can't really say I'm back into gaming when I play Fortnite.
No, listen, that's fine. I would count that, because that is the biggest thing in gaming right now, regardless of what you really think.
No, that's true.
So if it's going to make your experience better, but it's also going to allow you to keep up with more games over the years, you know, so I think moving forward, it'll maybe expand upon your sense of gaming in the modern landscape, especially now we do this kind of thing as well.
Well, by the time that one rolls around into Christmas 2020, I will have had my PS4 for 2 years, which doesn't sound long, but the PS4's been out for how long now? 3.5, 4 years?
Well, if it's anything like Xbox, they came out in like 2013 or 14, man.
There you go, exactly. Like, and that's how long it took me to get to this party.
Yeah.
So now I'm ready to go, all right, I'm there, straight up. You know?
I jumped into these fairly late too, but now I'm a bit older. We can obviously keep up with these things. But the reason I don't like buying these consoles very early on is because within a year or two, there's always another version.
Do you remember, do they bring out the 1 terabyte and the 500 gig at the same time?
Like, I don't know. When Xbox One came out, they only had 500 gig, and everyone was like, well, now you have... This was the first generation where you had to load games onto your console.
Yeah.
People had like 4 games, and it was full.
Exactly.
And everyone was like, what the fuck? And now there's like, my Xbox One X has a 1 terabyte in it, and a 1 terabyte external plugged into it.
Yeah, I feel like if they don't want to cause like a rampage, they need to make sure to have both options.
Yeah.
Like a cheaper 500 gig, but also the 1 terabyte for the people who need that bit more size.
As we've heard in the most recent news as well about Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Call of Duty. This is going to be the biggest download size for a video game in history.
Really? Wait.
Yes.
What about Red Dead?
No, it's bigger than that. Apparently.
Really?
The news source where that this file size is bigger than Red Dead 2.
That's got to be what, about 30, 40 gig?
No, I would imagine a lot bigger than that, man.
Oh, because I'm sure Red Dead 2 was like 27 gig or something.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking to my ass. I downloaded Fortnite. The latest update was 9.62 gigs.
You can get that on your...
Shock and awe that I knew that.
Yeah. But
I was counting down.
Apparently, that wasn't really my news, but yes, like we already know that. That's massive. It's going to be crazy. It's kind of got me more intrigued about that game now.
Yeah.
But, you know, the reason I don't buy these consoles straight up is simply because... they basically act the exact same as the previous generation for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, so all the games that are going to come out on it, well, most of them that I'll be interested in will also come out on previous gen.
This may sound like a stupid question, but have they previously...
What a stupid question.
Well, then I guess I'm done. No, have they announced that the PS4 games are going to be fully compatible with the PS5? Like, is that something that's normal in gaming now? Because, I said, I've been out of the loop.
Listen, technology is so good these days. I don't see there's any reason for the next gen to have hardware that plays all previous versions.
Yeah, okay.
The PS2 used to play PS1 games.
That's right.
The PS3 didn't play PS2 games.
Yeah.
And obviously there was a whole bunch of remasters. There's going to be heaps of remasters. We've got the remaster of Medieval. We've got the remaster of a whole bunch of older games coming back. Mm-hmm. So they could either remaster all of the old games, or they could also give it capabilities of playing the discs that you've had stashed away in your cupboard for the last 30 years. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, so I think we have discussed this in a previous episode, but man, that would be amazing if they just went, wait, it's our product. Let it all work.
Because Xbox can't do that because they didn't start until the PS2 era, you know? Right. So for PlayStation, imagine being able to play a completely remastered version of a game that you loved when you were a child, but also having that original copy and being able to play one and being like experiencing them both because the controller has evolved, but not beyond the point of being able to play those older games.
Oh no, not where it becomes unfamiliar territory, but it has evolved in its hand, like grip and size and stuff, and everyone's accustomed to that now.
Yeah.
Oh man, it would be amazing if you could do that.
Yeah. And playing those older games may be a bit off-putting for some people, but I recently bought... I got really lucky. I bought a working PlayStation 1 about 6 months ago, which came with Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, even like the light gun things.
Oh, that's awesome. How much did that set you back?
It was like $150, man.
That's not bad.
And they all work. You can buy those things for $150 each these days.
Ooh,
so I scored.
Tasty.
But Resident Evil 1... on a PlayStation 1 is great. Oh. I was like, this is going to be a bit weird considering how good games are these days, but no, I rate it. I think this is timeless. The graphics are a bit odd.
Of course.
But it's timeless.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just quickly before we get into our first segment of the show, I love saying that. Google Stadia has a release date now, November 19th, 2019.
Yeah, so coming out this year.
Coming out in 1 month and 3 days.
Absolutely. Why?
I don't know. I don't know. This is one of those things that I'm going to sit back on probably forever.
We talked about it, when it was first announced, and gradually up until this point, going, "Oh, this is interesting. This is an interesting concept. This may work well." But they're all of a sudden like, "Yeah, Christmas time," and everybody's kind of going,
Yeah.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, if you had have waited until maybe February.
February
seems like a boring time.
The next gen is coming next year. How about release it like in May or something?
Yeah,
It just seems a bit weird. I mean, Christmas time, but
Google, they're not going to be short of a quid regardless of whether it
no,
succeeds or not.
This thing will absolutely crush it, but at the same time, I won't be getting it.
Yeah, but Dylan, I've got a bit of a taste here. I really would like to do some singing right now.
Oh, you absolutely go for it.
You're not gonna. Oh, we're gonna. Yeah.
Boom, boom. I'll just press the button.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah.
It's time for YASS or pass, excited or blood-blinded.
The most depressing theme music. Wake up, everybody! Here we go.
Wake up! It's time for YASS or pass. We've got 4 movies in the list this week. Mitchell, take it away.
Coming to theaters in Australia, 17th of October. I was about to say December for some reason. That's 17th of October 2019. Check your local guides for sessions near you.
Check your local guidance for movies.
Check your local tour guide. I don't know. But
okay.
Anyway. All right. 4 movies, as you said. We're going to kick it off with the big one this week. The one that I think will make TCTP DTCR this week.
Yep.
And that's one that is a sequel. Zombieland Double Tap. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Arr, zombies. Was that a zombie? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't like you.
At all.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm fucking sick of this trailer.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick of seeing the trailer to this movie. I'm going to see it. You don't have to shove it in my face. I think the only reason I'm really sick of it though is because we do go to the movies every weekend to talk about a movie.
Yeah, we do.
If we didn't go so often, it probably wouldn't be so bad.
No, that's right. I would have been a lot more excited for Gemini Man, which we will review in the second episode later this week.
Absolutely.
Check your local guidance.
Anyway,
yes.
Zombieland Double Tap. The story goes, it's 10 years, there's still zombies, there's still, for whatever reason, hanging out, and stuff happens, and zombies.
But, I come on, man.
This is
Abigail Breslin. It's a what?
Big summer blowout.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We've already head down to the trail park.
Yars!
Yeah, no.
Confused.
Of course, it's an excited for me. Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, and
Jesse Eisenberg.
Thank you very much. And also introducing Rosario Dawson. Sorry, she's now joining the cast, which is nice. And Luke Wilson. You just said that? No.
What? No.
Okay,
you're losing your marbles. Anyway, Zombieland Double Tap.
Yes.
It's a YASS for me. Actually, no, it's an excited, sorry. Because it's been a while since I've seen a good, high-octane action zombie movies that hasn't been like a lower budget kind of passion project.
I'm looking for a big screen picture.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this.
No, absolutely. But I will say, I know you said you got sick of the trailer, but the trailer that we saw at the movies most recently with the narration, fantastic.
Oh, that's right, because I texted you being like,
you texted me
the trailer
during the
had
movie,
narration.
and I was like, oh my god, I know, right?
Yeah.
But and also the previous trailers as well, saying Academy Award nominee, and Academy Award winner, and Academy Award. I'm like, they are G'ing this up like it's like the next big dramatic movie, and they're there stomping holes in zombies' head.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think they did fantastic with the trailer.
I like that. They market it that they've got Academy Award winners for zombie movies.
Exactly.
That's great. But when we those who are listening, what we were just excited about when we say trailer narration, what we mean by that is there seems to be a comeback of coming to cinemas near you is another film about such and such. I love it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about old school horror movies, and seeing that get a resurgence is lovely. So Zombieland Double Tap, too excited. Next one on the list, Dylan. Do you want to take it away?
We've got Maleficent, the Mistress of Evil. I don't care.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I have seen Maleficent. Have you?
No.
Okay, all right.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Exactly, it wasn't bad. As far, to sum it up, and I'm probably just going to get butchered for this, but basically, Maleficent is like a slightly. It's a different twist on Sleeping Beauty. Right. A live-action Sleeping Beauty. Yep. So, it's a good story. It's just about the evil queen, not so much about Sleeping Beauty.
Yep. That's cool.
But, it's fun. It's going to make its money.
Yeah.
I mean, Angelina Jolie looks creepy as hell, as
She's
she
great
did in the first one. She's
everything.
a fantastic actress.
Yeah.
Nothing against her whatsoever, but I'm not drawn to this one.
Yeah,
this one is going to get a pass, but if it's on TV at some stage, I'll probably still watch it.
Yeah. Now, this one has a pretty cracker cast, just to go through that very quickly.
Yeah,
obviously, Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, as we already know. Michelle Pfeiffer is in this. I'm not sure if she was in the first one.
Yes.
I'm going to butcher this name, but he was in Doctor Strange. Chitwell HEDGEHOG. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he was the friend / antagonist in the end of Doctor Strange.
Yep. Okay.
So he's really good. So we've got 2 sort of pretty big names in Hollywood at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 3. In Michelle Pfeiffer's obviously had a bit of a comeback, but Angelina Jolie hasn't done a great deal, but she's also on a bit of a resurgence after her directing sort of, time in Hollywood. But then we've got obviously the other guy as well. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty good movie, but as we said, we've got our pick for TCTP DTC.
So this is a pass. Also just a quick shout out though to Elle Fanning as well. She was fantastic in the first one.
Oh, right.
Just saying.
Very good.
Yep.
Cool.
Anyway, all right. The third movie on our list is one that we are both, oh my God, chomping at the bits to get around. Judy.
Yeah, I want to get around at the people in line to go watch something else.
Yeah, I want to go around the back of the building and not watch this movie.
Yeah, I'll just walk through and go straight at the exit.
But this has nothing that interests me whatsoever.
So, Judy is a movie starring Renee Zellweger. We haven't seen her in a while. She's had a bit of plastic surgery and looks completely different these days, which is kind of weird, but also kind of okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's about a performer. She arrives in London in the winter of 1968, and she performs a series of sold-out concerts.
Do you know who Judy Garland is?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. So you completely bypassed the name like it wasn't important. No,
well, I would
Judy
imagine
Garland,
it's someone who's popular because it's a movie about her.
She's a big deal, dude.
Right.
I mean, come on. But I have no interest in this, man. But yeah, Judy Garland was Wizard of Oz, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is a blighted for me. I don't even think I'm going to see this one. It's on TV and it's free.
One of my favorite movies growing up starred Renee Zellweger. Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh, okay.
Jim Carrey.
For a second there, I was worried you were going to say Bridget Jones.
I like those movies. Shut the fuck up.
No, and I was about to say, because I agree.
Yes.
But Me, Myself, and Irene, I just remember that scene where he gets cotton mouth.
Classic. Anyway,
yes.
Last one
on the list, international listeners, this one probably will not apply to you, but locally in Australia, we've got a local Australian film called Locusts. Man, I just realised I said local a lot.
A lot. You did. Anyway, the Locusts, to give a short description, because we didn't write these out before we started recording, so according to IMDb...
Did I do that last week?
I did.
Write them in Yass or Pass?
Maybe. Anyway... Ideas for next week. Anyway, 2 estranged brothers are reluctantly reunited in their remote hometown at their father's funeral, become the target of an extortion scam at the hands of gang-violent local thugs.
Man, you just
butchered that.
Switch those words around.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it sounds interesting in that, but...
This sounds like your why do all Australian movies have to be set in the outback? We have an East
cliche.
Coast.
Jesus Christ. I know. It's insane. It's insane that they think that they need to pander to the stereotype.
Right.
We literally live in a civilized country that just so happens to be a big-ass desert in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, on the West Coast, basically.
People go, well, there's plenty of room out there. It's like, yeah, but it's uninhabitable. There's no mountains. There's no water. There's no rain. Yeah. It's dead.
But, see, to an international listener, that may sound intriguing, but to us, I've seen so many of these guy goes to the old outback town and gets into some trouble. Grr to grr.
This doesn't represent Australia very well.
Like, seriously.
We've done it to death.
As far as I'm concerned... Unless it's Crocodile Dundee, they're all just bullshit. Crocodile Dundee is the most accurate Australian film ever.
Absolutely, especially where it goes to New York.
If any international listeners can get their hands on The Castle, that is a good representation. Yeah, that is an amazing representation of Australia in the 90s.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shot, Dale.
The real Michael Keaton.
Yeah, yes, the real Michael Keaton. But Locust, I'm going to say pass.
Yeah.
I've just seen this before.
Okay, pass, blinded, I don't care. Moving back to Michael Keaton and Paul Hogan, for example.
Yeah.
They did a movie...
Strange Bedfellows.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did a movie... Yeah. They did the plot of... What was that movie with Adam Sandler and Kevin... What's his name? Fat dude that you don't like?
Oh, Kevin James.
Kevin James, where they became like a gay couple for tax reasons.
You Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry, yeah. They did it first. And what was Strange Bedfellows was that movie. And it was great. It was really fucking good. The plot was exactly the same.
Yes, international listeners, illegally download that because there's no way you're going to get it on any service overseas.
Yeah.
But seriously, well, don't illegally download. Sorry, I just got in trouble.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
Mitchell, how dare you? Anyway, this has been another episode of Two's Company Three's a Podcast. My name is Dylan, along with my co-host, as always, away from the mic. I'm going to keep stalling until you fix your shoe or whatever you're doing.
Mitchell!
Absolutely.
I wasn't stalling. I was picking up the Doom Annihilation copy, which we will be watching this week because it finally came in the mail all the way from the US.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to watch it. Anyway, we've got some exciting things to talk about in our next episode, which you can tune into on Friday morning on your way to work or Friday, on the way home or while you're at work.
Friday the 18th of October, there will be a second episode of the week coming, so make sure to tune in, like, subscribe, available on PodBEAN, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
YouTube. Big Summer Blowout. I was about to say don't feel free, but feel free to find us on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitter, Instagram, all of those places. You can get us fucking everywhere. Yes. Seriously, if you haven't already, you can do so. It's really not that hard. All episodes will be available on YouTube as well, because we discussed this last week where we're going to put the whole fucking thing up.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Why the fuck
Simple as that. Demonetize us. YouTube, do it. We don't even make any anyway.
Yeah.
We're Two's Company, and you are the podcast.
I think we need coffee more often when we do this.
Yeah, I know. That seems to...